Today we are here with Mr. Anmol Anand, MD of Alumil, the window division of Valueline. So Mr. Anand, would you like to tell us, after all these 20 years of successfully doing sanitary ware and bath fittings, what made you enter the fenestration division?
So we saw there was a very big gap in the market, especially for high performance fenestration window systems. When we looked at the international markets, we saw that they were quite advanced in fenestration in terms of insulation of heat, sound, and matching high standards and high specifications. And we found that at this point of time in the Indian market was the right time for us to enter, as we saw new high rises come up in all of the cities. We saw the builders and new constructions come up which were demanding these specifications. People have traveled the world, they have now seen all the systems, and we really found that this was the right time to bring something like this, because this is the need of the hour, and it is very important for us to educate the client and educate the end customer for these kind of performance features and performance systems that are required. Because at the end of the day, we feel that when you're building a house, when you're building a home, or you're building an apartment, any sort of construction, you're building it for a long time, you're building almost for a lifetime, and we want our systems to support that that thought, that future, that it stands along with you for the entire lifetime and it serves you that purpose. So hence we thought this was probably the right time for us to enter into this division.
Okay, wonderful. I've read the history for Alumil Buildmate. You traveled across the world to find out the right system. Why did you choose Alumil in specific?
So the main reason we chose Alumil systems for our to take it forward was we found that with Alumil there was a lot of innovation. There was a lot of R&D, a lot of design that went behind, a lot of thinking and thought that went behind it. We noticed that a lot of system companies were system suppliers, but in case of Alumil there were system manufacturers, and that really stood out amongst the crowd, where the R&D, the development, the designing of the very basic stuff as well, even the simple hardware, the simple handles, was done in-house and was done with a lot of research. And we understand that anything backed by research, anything backed by a lot of understanding of the product shows, the end product comes out very fantastic. Secondly, we also chose Alumil because they were so versatile and so diverse in their product ranges. Since the R&D center is in-house with them, they're always continuously developing new systems, new dyes, and new requirements for the market. Us being in India, understanding the Indian market and comparing to international markets, and everybody knows this for a fact, that the Indian market is a very different market compared to the international players, or the international countries for that matter. So we needed something that could, balance out and fit perfectly for the requirement for the Indian customer. It's not just directly pick a product and paste it, but it's pick a technology, take a system and develop and build something for the market what it requires. I always say this one thing all the time, is that under specification is not good, but over specification is also not required. You build for what the customer needs, and that's the idea, the thought process we always backed up. And that's why Alumil we chose, because it supported and it matched with our ideas, it matched with our values of giving the customer what he actually needs, rather than something over the top or unnecessarily. So this was one of the major reasons why we chose Alumil. And also, as it came to design, we work very closely with a lot of architects and a lot of builders, a lot of the design community, and everyone is looking for a customized solution. Everyone is looking for something, a way to express themselves via these products, to convey their design philosophy, their design ideas. So that flexibility was required, and Alumil was offering us this flexibility of design. I'm actually quite happy to say that a lot of projects that we have done in India so far have been done on customized basis. Buildings, tall buildings, 30 floors, 35 floors, have been built with systems which have been specifically made for the client. So this was something the market was demanding, the architects were looking for, and we were able to offer that with this system.
Okay, wonderful. Would you like to tell us something about the products that Alumil offers?
Definitely. So Alumil being the system manufacturer, They are able to do a lot of R&D, hence we're able to give a lot of product ranges, in the sense that even when we talk about, let's say, doors and windows, we have almost all type of typologies. If you're looking for a slider system, you're looking for a sliding folding, whether you're looking for top hung, tilt and turn, parallel windows, it's all possible. And all of this is customized to your requirement, of course. Apart from that, everything being manufactured in Greece in-house gives us the flexibility to play with the aluminium. Aluminium is almost like our Play-Doh, it's like our clay. We can mold it the way we want. So whether you're looking for a window system or a railing system, it could be a pergola, it could be some detailing on the wall, it could be fenestration, it's all possible. So this helps us diversify into a lot of products for the same space, for the same house. And as far as it goes in design, the range is quite wide. It's rather humongous. If you're looking for a slimline systems, we have systems that match those design criteria. If you're looking for something more heavier, we have heavier systems, we have lift and slide mechanisms. So we have something for everybody's requirement. And what we also like to ask the question every time to a new client or a new customer, new architect for that matter, is not probably what color you want. That's probably the last question. The first question is, what is the purpose of your window? What purpose does it solve? It's not just a piece of glass. It's just not a replacement to a wall. It's actually a solution. We are not selling a window, we're selling a solution. For some, privacy is a concern. For some, maybe sound insulation is a concern. For some, thermal is a concern. Every client is different.